All right, so I know you're supposed to. Gratitude
Gee.
apparently makes you happier, and we want to reframe, and we want to focus on, the positives, which we do. But then there's those days where you just have these exchanges. For those of you who know Gage, that will ruin your whole day, right? And so it's very hard co-parenting. We have good days. 90% of the time, it's good. There was an exchange/argument on Halloween that's still upsetting to me. Where I feel like it was unnecessarily nasty, and I had reached out and I had said to him, like, look, I'm really bummed that this is the second Halloween that I'm not spending with Monroe, and I said, I think that with the holidays we're supposed to be alternating. I know that you have these big plans for her, and that sounds like a lot more fun than what I would do with her, so I'm actually glad she's going with you. But it's hard having to, she's young.
Yes.
I'm not going to have her forever, and she's not going to trick or treat forever. And so he just was very flippant about it. And because I'd sent him, I'm like, I think according to and maybe things get lost in text, but I said, according to our custody schedule, we're supposed to alternate holidays. So he then goes and finds the section of the custody agreement and circles Thanksgiving, Christmas Eve, and New Year's Day. He's like, well, I guess your attorney didn't think it was important enough to put Halloween. And I'm like, that's just so. And I'm like, I'm just lonely today, and I miss my kid, and I wish I was spending Halloween. And he's like, well, Halloween is on, it's on the 31st, October 30th every year. I'm like, yeah, I know. He goes, so next year you will have her. And then you'll have her again in 2026. And I'm like, okay, great. But, it's just these conversations don't have to go that way.
No, right. But you hit on it, though. You separated the drama from the reality when you said, I'm just lonely and I miss my kid.
Yes, because I wanted him to know, like, I'm not just sparring with you just for the hell of it. I'm just feeling I miss my kid. It's the second Halloween that I haven't had her.
Yes.
I know that you're going to this great party and she's going to have fun, and I said, maybe it should be included in the custody agreement. And then maybe we should alternate Halloween. Yes, my attorney overlooked it, and so did your attorney. But then what's happened recently, now remember, I ended up spending $250,000 fighting this guy, right?
Yes.
It became so ridiculous that we settled on the 50-50 because I knew the kamikaze was just going to annihilate us both financially to get 50%.
Yes.
So what happened is that, and it's fine when he tells me in advance that, okay, I'm going out of town next Wednesday and Thursday. Can you please take Monroe? Yes, of course. I'd love to take my kid. I'm out of town now on this day in November. Can you take Monroe? Sure. So what's happened now, though, is last week she was sick. And he couldn't take her to school. So if he drops her off at 2:30, I pick her up. Drops her off at 8:30, I pick her up at 2:30.
Yes.
So he said, she's sick. I can't take her to school. I'm supposed to go out of town today. Can I drop her off at your house? So it takes a little work for me to do that because I'm like, Zola, can you come in early? Lisa, okay, Zola, you can't make it? Aurora, can you cover it? Okay, so it takes a little work when that happens. So fine, we managed it last week. But I feel like, so today he reached out again and he said, look, Monroe's sick. I'm supposed to go out of town again. I'm like, wow, you're going out of town a lot. And he's like, can I drop her off at 8:30? And, maybe I shouldn't have said this, but I actually really meant it and I wanted to put it out there. I said, perhaps we should restructure the custody schedule if you're open to it. And he wrote, fuck off.
Oh, boy.
So, and I just wrote LOL. I said, just let me know, because I said, you can't drop her off at 8:30. I don't have someone. I'm at radio. I said, I already told him I would pick her up at 10:30 right after radio if need be. So after he told me to fuck off, I said, just let me know where to pick her up and when. I can come by after radio if you need me to. If you know you're going to be out of town, I'm happy to take her. There is planning involved and I would need more notice. Please let me know where and when I can pick her up today. Okay?
Yes.
First right of refusal, all I was offering.
You're getting caught up in his madness. I want you to observe the madness, not become part of it. Separate the drama from the reality.
Well, I'm not being nasty. I just want to know what's the plan.
Well, obviously, he didn't respond with anything, really. Do you know when you're picking her up?
This is what's upsetting me. It's now 9:34.
Okay.
So he says, no biggie, she'll be taken care of and dropped off. I'm like, at noon, ? I need to plan because normally I would pick her up at 2:30. I said, who will be driving her? Have they driven her before? Do they have a safe car? Do they have a car seat? I would prefer to pick her up if it's not you. No response. As I've said, I can pick her up right after radio wherever she is. No response. I don't know. Am I picking her up? Is someone dropping her off? What time's she coming? What time am I supposed to pick her? It's just fucking bullshit.
Okay, he
Not
triggered you. He triggered you, and he
Because
put you
how
on
do you
the-
co-parent like
Just-
this?
Okay, he's not going to leave her on the street.
No.
Correct? Not going to leave her on the street. You know he's not going to give her to a stranger. He's playing
fucking with
you.
you. Yeah.
He's playing with you.
I've
Totally.
said this before. I am co-parenting with a fucking child
Okay.
who cannot get over his resentments and cannot get over his anger
Mm-hmm.
and whatever else he wants to hold against me because I've ruined his fucking life, when in reality, he ruined his fucking life.
Okay.
He ruined his life. I have nothing to do with the fact that he destroyed his life.
Okay.
Nothing.
And-
Stop fucking blaming me.
Take a breath.
Yes.
Take a breath.
And you
This is
spent
all
$250,000 of my money to fight for 50% that you now can't handle, which I told him, you can't fucking do this. You couldn't do it at 3 days a week.
Okay. Do you
I
feel-
get like this
listen,
too.
Okay, but
there are times when I get that rage that you can't handle my kids 50-50 and why are they with you 50? Like I get that worked up. I
Okay.
know the feeling.
But the idea in this point is to take a breath.
Yeah.
All of this is drama.
Yeah.
What's really happening? What is he really doing? He's trying to take advantage of a situation. Period. And then he's playing with you because you didn't answer him.
Well, you didn't
because
give him what he wanted.
You didn't give him what he wanted. So now he's going to make you spin out.
Yeah.
I say no.
He knows how to do that too.
I say no.
He just did it.
Okay,
Yeah.
he just did it.
He did
but,
it.
But remember, you have to sign up for that. You have to agree. You're now going to make me crazy, as opposed to no, I can't. This is when I can pick the child up, and then you leave it. Just leave it because
Okay.
he's enjoying you flipping out.
Of course.
Right. Okay, so here's other resentments from last week. So school calls.
Yeah.
She's sick.
Yeah.
She's got it, and it was his day, right?
Mhm.
So he's supposed to pick her up at 2:30.
Mm-hmm.
School calls 11:30. She's sick, needs to be picked up. Gage lets me know she's sick. I'm gonna go pick her up. I said, okay, I'm here. If you need anything, whatever. And I have people there. So now I always put Monroe first. So if I was not available, I would rather she be at home with Gage
When
but
she's
what
sick.
when she's sick. But what he did is he took her to a meeting in a conference room where she threw up. She should have been in bed. But he doesn't want to give me he doesn't want to give me the satisfaction of even I would have picked her up. I would have put her in bed. Pick her up when you can. I don't need to keep her for the night. Just let me pick her up. I'll put her in bed. She can watch TV, do whatever she wants to do. You go do your meeting and then pick her up. But no, he's got to show I can handle the 50%. No, you fucking can't.
No, he cannot.
No, you fucking can't.
Okay.
But can I ask a question? When Jeff said to him, maybe we should revisit the custody agreement, that triggered him.
Yeah.
So if you were to just say, no problem, I'll pick her up, just letting you know if you're
Normally I
traveling,
do
that's
that.
fine. Yeah, so normally that works because I'm always thinking like in this whole exchange, didn't you kind of like prick him by saying
Yes.
we should circle around the custody agreement, which cost you $250,000, and you've been through all of this, and boom, 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 boom. But like, then just don't use the word custody agreement, and then just smooth things over. Of course, I'll pick her up. Go have a great business trip. Of course, we've got it held down.
Yeah, but there's something else.
What?
There's something else. Tell me why you're hurt.
I just look, I'm bitter about this.
Yes.
I'm the one that I laid down my sword and I said, fine, I'll give you what you want. And there's a part of me that wishes I didn't.
But you know what?
Because I don't necessarily think it was right for her.
Okay, so you want her more than you have her, yes?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay, so when he can't handle it,
I want what's best for her. Not
Right.
what it's not about me.
Mhm.
I want what's best for her.
Okay.
I think she should be at my house the majority of the time. He can, you know what? He can see her whenever she wants. We can have certain days,
Mhm.
but I just believe that I have the infrastructure. I believe that first of all, I have with my career and where I'm at in my life, I can miss a meeting. I don't have to be at that meeting. I don't have to go to that conference room with my kid who
Right.
then now throws up in my hands. I don't have to do that. So my career is more flexible. I don't go out of town as much. When I do, I can dictate when I go and where I go, and I'll do it on a night where I don't have Monroe. He doesn't have that luxury.